in slavery, such as my Twitter feed never mention these feeding our children these, but in the mentions with rappers ain't worth a mention these getting attention for selling ignorant. I believe in black, then I can see the rap, then I believe in cap, then I agree with cap, I believe in rap, I believe that I'm that.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Into the air right away is Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 59 yards. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Stephon Diggs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Eagles 0. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
63.
They'll send Brown in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk to his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Easy, 63, 63, back. 73, 73.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. When you look at this Buffalo defense, against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down, counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They go play action with Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their legs.
The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Throwing his Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goddard from 21 yards away. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Allen going to change it up. Throwing on first down. Allen. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Now Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And now throw incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. This is a counter play, Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Aaron Sipos on to punt for Philadelphia. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines.
This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And complete right side to Cook. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. Allen running the option to the left. He has enough for the 1st down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
On 1st down, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw, it's Allen. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Much multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. In motion is Hardy. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. And for the receiver there, he has 1 touchdown in this first half. The second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down at the 43-yard line.
Hey, 73.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. On 2nd down, Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before it can even get started. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Allen running right on the option. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Going deep for Diggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Bills 17, Eagles 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Brings up third down.
They're going to look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
And this returnable for Hines.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
In motion is Hardy.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Allen. And Cook has it left side. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
But 1st down hurts. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw again. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So after the INT, it's Allen. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Option play. Here's Cook.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. In motion is Hardy. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught at the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 63 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, 73, 73.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, 52 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go-around, making a play.
Speed, speed, speed. And what does it do? There you go.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Meanwhile, they
take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Buffalo.
Now Allen. Flushed out right. And getting this into the hands of his tight end, Zach Davidson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 8. Allen off the play fake. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen now looks to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To the air, Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Alert, alert, alert.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, 29 yards. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's good for an Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd down, here's Hurts.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Eckler is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Now Hurts changing up the play.
At the 3-yard line.
Hey, Silver.
Second down and goal. Hurts. Oh, it's caught on the right side at Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith from 3 yards out. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
It got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bills are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
No touch that.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. Tiger Hornet. No touch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll get this out wide to Eckler. Now he's loose up the left sideline. Austin Eckler moving inside the 20. Touchdown. Austin Eckler, 97 yards. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. No, let's throw it. And sometimes the defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with now 2 4th-quarter touchdowns. And the Bills are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Eagles 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This is swung out to Eckler. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Middle.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And this coaching staff, CD, I think